creatives, how are you? Welcome back to the Nerd Creative channel. DeAgostini Collectibles build the Moomin house. Box 20 part 3. In this video we're going to complete issue 83 of the build. Let's go. As always, we've got merch for the channel. We have our Nerd Creative range and our Stay Creative range. Links in the description. Get whatever you want. With every stage of the build comes with component parts and a magazine. These are the remaining components for issue 83. So we've looked through this before. We built this in the last video. We're going to be building another second floor window Yeah, we checked we had everything, so we did. Yeah. So we've got our components, we've got our magazine. Let's begin. So we start with the vertical and the horizontal. These are the two verticals, these are the two horizontals. I've positioned them in a way that the way that curves out. Just trying to see now. Yeah, that there and this. Yeah. And as it curves out like that, these two follow that curve out like that. I know you can't see it, but that's what's happening. So it's a continuous curve. When it stops there, it continues going out like that and out like that in the curve. Where's my glue? Here's my glue. It's very hot today, so it's going to be interesting. So shall I put glue in the cutaway, or shall I put glue on there? I think I'll put glue directly onto here. Put some glue there, like that. That'll probably be enough for the whole thing. So we need to, let's see. So we need to glue there, move it round here like that. That was a bit of a quick move. Move some more, spin it around and get it in there and on that. And then move some of the glue off here and off here. Like I said, I had enough glue for both, which I did. So there we go. That is glued. So we just get these and we slot them in place like that. And we slot this one in place like that. And I've got glue all over my fingers. I've got glue all over the back of here. And I've got nothing, here I've got something to wipe my hands with, because there's a lot of excess spilling out. Let me just get it all cleaned up like that. There. And then clean up some of this excess glue, and then more of it goes onto my hand from the. But it's fine. It's fine. Just clean my hands off. So in order to get it the angles correct on all sides, what we need to do is put this one on. Let's check if it's the right way. Yep, that's the right way. So I'm just going to put some glue on, like I did with the other one, on here, like a blob there, like that, there. And then we spread it all around and share the love. Okay, so we take some off there and we put it there like that, and then we get some there and we put it here. We take some off here and we put it here like that. Okay, and then take a bit more off there and put it on here like that, so it's covered on all the sides that we want. And then so the curved side is here, so this is the curved side, and we drop it down inside like that, and it does kind of squish, which is fine because we can just wipe it away. It doesn't really matter. It's as long as we've got glue on everything we need it. So I'm just going to make sure it's flush on both sides, which it is. There we go. And that's, once we get the top and bottom in like that, the angles are all done. So this is the front with the curve here and the curve here, and the curve continues down here and here. If you have them in the wrong place, they'll curve down like that, but then they'll curve up, and you don't want that. So just checking. Yeah, I'm going to leave that to dry. So I think there's some kind of lost in translation in this magazine. It says paint the outer, but it actually means paint the inner. I know, right? So am I using this brush or the other brush? Oh, I'll use this one, that doesn't really matter. Yeah, so it means paint in here. That's what it means, but it's calling it, it says paint the outer, but this is the outer here. This is all the outer that we're not painting. So I'm going to paint the inner. So I just think it's just a word, because the picture shows it's painting this part, this inner part. Doesn't matter if you spill over and get paint on the sides, because it's going to be covered by the window frame. So as long as you get this inner part painted, like that, there, and then here, inside here, because this is what's going to be seen through the window. Or around the window. So that I'm going to paint the first coat on camera, but the next time you see this window, it will be probably 2 or 3 coats done and finished. It's just like magic. It's just like magic. Not for me, because I'm actually going to have to paint the coats, but the next time you see this window, it will be finished and dry. So I'd say the magic of television, but it's not television, is it? And it's not really magic. It's like when I watch World of Wayne, and he's about to do the windows, the many windows in the Enterprise sources sections, and he clicks his fingers and it's done. I'm building that model as well. Let's just say it's not quick. I'm quicker at it because I've built it before and I've done a lot of windows, but it's fiddly, and if you knock it by accident, all the windows do fall out, you know. And Wayne will know that as well. But I like it. I like his little thing that he does where he clicks his fingers. It's as if it's done by magic. But I wish parts like that were done by magic, but they're not. So it's all part of the challenge of building. So, but yeah, I don't really speak about my other builds when I'm doing the Moomin. Well, yeah, when I'm doing the Moomin ones, I don't really talk about the other builds because they don't really relate to this build. Other builds are related to other builds, but this isn't related to anything that I'm building on my channel, on the other videos that I've done. This is like nothing else, and I'm really glad I've stuck with it because it's coming to the end. Not quite, so don't be sad that this build is finished. It's far from finished, but it's coming towards its finish line. I would say we've got more builds that we've done behind us than we have in front of us. That's all I'm going to say about that. If you know how many there is, you can put a comment in there. I know how many there is because I've got them all. Actually, I've got them all now. Every single box remaining to finish this build, I have them all. So I know how many there was. I did think I knew how many there was, but it turns out there was more than what I thought there was. Let me just get in there because I'm thinking I missed that part. Yeah, so I've got all the boxes now that will complete this build, and there's more than one left, put it that way. This is box 20, so I've got box 21, but there's more than one more box to go, but we are very close to finishing. And the reason why I'm not painting this is because when this goes on, which I think this goes on this way around, it will actually cover that. You can't even see. I forgot. I zoomed right in. Yeah. So I'm not painting this is because this will cover it up completely, like pretty much like that. Cover it up. Yeah. Like that. And I don't know if they've painted the outer. Well, I'll have a look. When I've finished it, when I finish all this inner painting, I'm going to check to see if I set this on correctly. Because it kind of looks like... it. If I put it on correctly like that and then press it in, it kind of looks like you're going to see some of this. Do you know what I mean? You're going to see some of this dark wood. Can you see that? You're going to see some of it. I might actually paint this. I might paint it because I think you're going to see, because the window goes in the back like this, and then let me see. No, that's the front. That's the front there, with the curved side there, right? So I'm going to paint this as well. I'm actually going to paint this as well, because let me see. Once you get this on, I'm going to see if you can see any of it if I put it on properly like that. Right, yeah, you can't see any of it. That's good. You can't see any of it, so I don't need to paint that top side. So I'm going to let that dry, and then I'm going to paint it again, and then probably paint it again. But when I come back, it'll be done and it'll be dry. Okay, so that's painted now on the inside. You can see I've done it many coats. So I'm going to put the window in, so we can use quick drying glue, which I'm just going to put here, here, here and here, and then I'm going to put the window in place like that. That should hold it in place. I've got it the wrong way. Come on. Can't believe I did that. There we go. Yeah, it goes that way. Right, there we go. It's held in place there like that. So you can see the sheet of perspex is the full sheet is the back, and the window frame is on the front. So the next thing we've got to do is we've got to decorate this, and we always do it where you see the lines on the sides there. So first of all, I've got to put this top part on. So we've got to put glue on the back of here, and remember this is curved and this is straight, so we've got to glue it like that. So I'm going to put glue on the elements that go on. I'm not going to put glue on the, so I'm just going to put glue here like that on the elements that are sticking on the window frame. So once I get it in place like that, oops, oh, it's sliding away. Once I get it in place like that, I'm going to push it like that. Just push it on like that to keep the curve like we've done before, because the outside of the house is curved, so everything has to be curved. So it shouldn't be long before it sets. So I did it the wrong way around the last time. I put the frame on before I put the elements on. The elements create the curves, so that when you put it onto the window itself, the curves are already there, and I did it the wrong way around. So of course, so there you go. That's that curve shape there. So we're going to put this at the bottom and do the same, create the curve. Okay, so I'm going to put some glue on the inside of this element like that, and then I'm going to put it on quickly and create the curve. So get it lined up, and then once it's lined up, I'm going to push the curve. As you can see, I've closed the curve like that. As you can see, it's lined up perfectly. So I'll just allow that to dry, because it's quick drying glue. It'll take 30 seconds at the most, and it gives us that curve shape that we're looking for. Like that. Oh, finger's stuck. Make sure that see the curve shape. Got the curve there. We've got the curve there. So we're going to put the window sill on. I'll work out which way around it goes. So I'm not really sure. Yeah, I think it goes that way around. Yeah, it does, I think. Does it go that way around or that way around? Oh yeah, I think it goes that way. Go with the curve. Yeah, it does. Just checking that's a cleaner side. Yeah, so it goes there. Follows the curve. Like that. Sits on there. Like that. So I'm going to put some glue on the underside. Like that. And sit it on. I have to move very quickly because it's quick drying glue, so we need to sit it in place and then press it down like that, and it should all be stuck together. Move my fingers off there and just make sure it's holding like that. That's the way I should have held it actually. So there, that is our window, as you can see. See our curve shape there, curve shape there. It's created quite a curve shape. So we've got to stick this on top of here, like that. And we've got to use quick drying glue again, which quick drying glue affix. Yes. Yeah, this is quite difficult to do actually, this part. I find it quite difficult to do because I've got to use glue really quickly like that. Just keep going, dip it in again. So I need to do these sides and this side like that. It's going to move really quickly, and then we're going to stick it on, like, make sure it's all lined up like that. Checking, oops, bumped my head. Alright, just checking there that everything's properly lined up. That needs to, like that. And it needs to stick on there as well. And on there. So stick on. Like that. And that's our window. And we put a piece of masking tape on there with the number 82. Because this is another different, similar window to one we've done before. So we need to put the number on it. So we need to put an 82 on it to distinguish which window is which. So we shall do that. 82, like that. And then make sure I don't smudge the thing that I've just written out. Get me scissors, cut the masking tape like so, and just stick this at the top of the window like that, just to, because we'll have a few windows that look similar, and we need to just make sure which one. That wasn't a good idea, folding it right there like that. So that's our 82 window. What I'm going to do is, oh wow, that was funny. How did that happen? Yeah, I'm going to remove the paper towel. Remove everything that we don't need anymore. See, the blister is now empty. Close up this glue now, because we don't need that anymore, and remove the paint brushes and the blister, because we don't need that and that anymore. Okay, like that. Let's put it there. Pull it out like that. It's very small, as you can see, and that is what we've done, and that completes issue 82 of the build. I'd like to thank you for your company. I'll see you in the next video. Stay creative.